How you doing? Another video. We're back. Today we're going to be reviewing another smart Wi-Fi bulb. Today it is a bulb by Ecosmart. I believe that is a Home Depot brand. It does use the HubSpace app, which is a Home Depot app that they use for many other connected devices that they have. I use this app on many other devices and always seems to work well. So we're going to take a look at these bulbs today. Real quick before we get started, I want to ask you to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Doesn't do anything to you or your algorithm. It will just let you know when I have a new video that becomes available. It would certainly help me out a lot. I think I'm around 1,400 subscribers now. I just need to get my views up a little bit. YouTube's getting on me about my view rate, so I would certainly appreciate a comment, a like, a share, or a subscribe. So let's get on with the review. This is the Ecosmart Wi-Fi bulb with full color and shades of white. It's a 4-pack. I paid $19 for this pack, which is not terrible. I've seen better. I've also seen much worse. If you remember the video from a couple of weeks ago, or just a couple of videos ago when I did the Gold bulb, those things were just awful and they were very expensive. So these are as far as the price goes, much better. Let's take a look at the bulbs. Now the first thing I notice is that the packaging is minimal, and it's much different than the Gold. The Gold they were very big on making their product look and feel premium. This is just pretty much a regular, it's very much like a regular light bulb that you would get. And it looks like each bulb has the QR code, which is a really good idea. That QR code leads you to the app, and that lets you set it up. I'll show you the app a little later on. The app does work great. And so here's the bulb. That's all the packaging that you get. Of course, there's no instructions or anything like that. There were instructions with the Gold. And there's also QR code on the bulb itself. There's also a QR code. So there's also a QR code on the bulb itself, and that's a good idea. I like that. So the bulb feels just like a regular, everyday bulb. Just like, a cheap Walmart bulb, which is fine. I know the Gold bulb was trying to go for something like a Roku feel, more on the more premium end, a Life Effects or something like that. I suppose because they ask so much for their product. These are very much just a regular, everyday light bulb. So nothing wrong with that. So there's the packaging. There are no instructions. We're gonna get to the app, and I will tell you that I've been using these bulbs for 3 years now, and I have had no issues with these bulbs. Absolutely, the HubSpace app is premium. It's a little more cartoony than I like. I don't like a lot of the colors and things like that, but when you set up something on here, a schedule or a timer, it has always worked. I've never had an issue with the HubSpace app. It always reconnects when you lose power, which is a big issue with some of these bulbs and some of these devices. So these Ecosmart bulbs with the HubSpace app, never had an issue with them. They're great. They always reconnect. They're a decent price. They sure are a recommendation by me. I give them a great great review. I have had no issues over the 3 years with them. So there you go. We're going to take a look at the app, and we'll tell you that this is a 60 watt. You can get all different sizes of these bulbs. Now, they are dimmable, but they're dimmable through the app. Don't try to use a dimmer on them. You'll have to dim them through the app. And they are, the 60 watt are 8.5 watts, and supposedly the life is 22.8 years at a cost of $1.02 per year, and that's based on 3 hours a day and average rates, and normal light appearance is 3000 K, which would be something like warm. Each bulb is 800 lumens. So there you go. They work best with Wi-Fi and with Bluetooth when you're setting them up. And once again, dim them only with the app. Don't try dimming them with your dimmer. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at the app. All right. It is the Hubspace app. It's this orange one here. And this is what the app looks like. Now, these are some devices that I have. Some that I have done reviews on, and some that I haven't. But this is my actual app, and these are used actually in my home. I'm using a switch right now for my Christmas tree, and I use voice activation through Google to turn it on and off when I want to see the Christmas tree lit up. So here's what the app looks like. It's very much like all the apps that are for these types of devices. When I first started using this app about 3 years ago, I just really didn't like it. I didn't like the app, but it always worked. So I've left the devices on, and I've used the app, and over time I've come to like the app, and they've refined it some, and here it is now. It's very much like all the other apps, like I told you. It is a Home Depot app. These devices and the app are properties of Home Depot. So when you shop there and you see that app, Hubspace app, that is Home Depot. So basically, if you want to add a device, you would go up here to the plus sign, you would click on it, and Hubspace will look for a new device, and it will go through the process of installing it. I have had no issues, unlike some other apps recently. I have had no issues with Hubspace, even after power outages. When the power comes back on, the devices connect back to the network and have no issues. Other apps lately seem to have issues when the power goes out or a switch is turned off. They require you to set up the device again, which can be a real hassle, especially like me. I think I have 103, 104 devices on my system now. So when my power goes out, some of them are a real pain to have to go back and reinstall them. But this is the app. You set up your rooms. I have a few rooms set up, but this gives you options of setting timers, setting scenes. There's all kinds of things you can do with it. Schedules, I really love this. I set up my schedules for instance, this is a light on the front of my garage, and I have it come on at 5:15 and go off at 7:15 a.m. Now, when I'm doing that, I'm also telling it the brightness that I want the bulb at and the color that I want it. Now, this is the holiday season, so I have my bulbs colors, green and red. You can set up several different schedules on the same device. You could have 100 different times for that bulb to go on and off. So really can do a lot with this app. Like I said, I've used it for over 3 years now, and I think in that time I can say that it's very, very reliable app. There's the rooms we looked at, schedules. You can shop if you want to. You can buy things from the Home Depot there from the app if you want to. New devices and whatnot. But here it is again. There's what it looks like. It has your devices in groups. There's your lights. This would be plugs. This is switches. And let's see, I don't know what else to show you. It's basically, like I said, it's very much like all of these devices. Let me see if there's anything else I need to show you. This just shows you the brightness and the color of the light bulb. Gives you a little different view there. But that's it. It's very easy to use. You'll set up a basic account. You don't have to pay anything. There's nothing on here that's going to try to get you to make a purchase to use the product. There just is nothing on here that does that. After 3 years, I can say that this app and their devices are very dependable. Products are reasonable in price. I would say they're mid-grade on quality, which even though I would give them mid-grade on quality, I've never had any issues with any of them. So there it is. There's a look at the Hubspace app, and you can do so many things with that app. There's so many devices. You also can integrate this device through Google and Alexa so that you can use voice control on all of these. And this is just showing you the shop part of it, and it's going to show you a little bit of the other devices that are available on the Hubspace. So there's some fans, locks, security features, blinds, appliances. You can water control, outside irrigation, and they're always coming out with new stuff. They have a full line of new lighting that has come out just recently, and these are all brands that are also associated with Ecosmart and Hubspace. So Ecosmart is the device that I am reviewing and we are looking at, but Hubspace is the app that is an integral part of that product. So there we go. Let's head on back to home. We can get back to home from here. I'm not sure if we can, but we're going to try. There we go. So we're back to the Hubspace app. And there it is. You got to look at it. Very easy to use, very easy to set up a product, and it's extremely reliable. I'm going to say Ecosmart, and anything using the Hubspace app, but in particular, Ecosmart is a go. It's a good product. I've had no issues with it. So there you go. I'm going to give these Ecosmart bulbs a go. Unlike the Go V, they're a decent price and they've always worked for me. The app is great. So there you go. Okay, that's going to do it for this episode. We'll be having some new stuff come out, so if you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed and give us a like, a share, something like that. It sure helps us out. So remember, they may do it another way, but that's the way I do it. We'll see you next time.